In ancient times, a man journeyed from Elisha, carrying a precious gift. He brought to the prophet Elisha the very first fruits of his harvest, 20 loaves of barley bread and some heads of fresh new grain. It was a humble offering, yet given with a faithful heart. This small provision, a token of gratitude and obedience, was placed before the man of God. It represented the first portion, a testament to trust in the Lord's continued blessing. Elisha, seeing the offering and the needs around him, turned to his servant with a clear instruction. He simply said, "Give it to the people to eat." 100 men were gathered there, hungry and waiting. The command seemed impossible, almost absurd given the meager supply. How could such a small amount possibly feed so many? The servant, looking at the handful of bread and grain, voiced the natural human doubt. He protested, "How can I set this before 100 men?" His question echoed a common struggle we all face when our resources seem insufficient for the task at hand. It's easy to see only the limitations, to measure by human capacity alone. We often focus on what we lack rather than on the boundless power of God. But Elisha's faith was unwavering, rooted in divine promise. He repeated his instruction with conviction, "Give it to the people to eat." Then he revealed the source of his certainty, declaring, "For this is what the Lord says, they will eat and have some left over." This was not a wish or a hope, but a prophetic declaration of God's intention. It was a testament to the truth that God's economy operates on principles far beyond our understanding. So the servant, perhaps still bewildered but obedient, set the food before the hungry crowd. And just as the Lord had spoken through his prophet, a miracle unfolded. Every single person ate, and not only did they eat their fill, but there was indeed more than enough left over. What began as a small, seemingly inadequate offering became a feast of overflowing abundance. God honored the faith of his prophet and the obedience of his servant. This timeless story is a profound reminder of God's boundless provision. What appears insignificant in our hands becomes immeasurable when placed in his care. It teaches us that our small acts of faith and generosity are never too little for God to use. When we surrender our limited resources, our talents, our time, or our humble offerings to him, he takes them and multiplies them beyond our wildest imagination. Faith is the key that unlocks God's overflowing provision. It's not about the size of our gift, but the size of our God. When we trust him with what we have, no matter how small it seems, he opens the floodgates of his blessing. Let us step forward with courage, offering what we have, knowing that God delights in turning our scarcity into his superabundance. He is always ready to do exceedingly, abundantly, beyond all that we ask or imagine.